Welcome to the Peachtree Morning Show by DCI. It's a wise way to start the day. Hope you enjoy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Peachtree Morning Show. Today is Friday, 8 May, okay? And we are here with Victor from Mexico, Victor Gonzalez, that he's showing us his Friday, Casual Friday, right? And of course, with our teacher, great teacher, Geshe Michael Roach, and me, Juan Medina from Colombia. Nice. And I'm gonna show you the question. The question comes from Claudio from Argentina. It's in Spanish. I'm gonna play it to you first.
Tengo desde hace 6 años un dolor intenso del lado izquierdo de mi cuerpo, cara, brazo y pierna y pie. Se descartó todo lo orgánico médico, hice medicina no tradicional sin respuesta. Soy médico pediatra, con lo cual lucho contra el dolor y las enfermedades todo el tiempo. Y sí, bueno, las consideraba semillas contra el dolor, así que ¿qué semillas me recomiendan usar para que esto se termine? Gracias.
Okay, so it's in Spanish. I'm gonna read it exactly, literally how he did it. Let me see. Okay, so Claudio says, for 6 years, I've been having an intense pain in the left part of my body, in the arm, leg, and foot. All medical treatment, organic and non-traditional, has been discarded. No answer. I am a pediatrician doctor, so I am fighting against the pain and illness all the time. And I used to consider these as good seeds against the pain. Then, what kind of seeds do you suggest me to use to end my pain? Thank you. So it's a very, very, very deep, interesting question, and it has a lot of angles. So I don't know if you want to start, Victor.
Yes, I want to. Thank you, Claudio, for your question. It's an amazing question, very interesting. And I think you have the perfect conditions. And you are dealing with this every single day, and you have enough seats already. So I think you just have to turn on the switch, right? Go ahead.
I was thinking that maybe Claudio should know that also, because I was thinking about the seats. He's a doctor. He's been helping a lot of people, and but I want to tell Claudio that you can also destroy seeds. Mm-hmm. You know how, if you have like an anger situation, mm-hmm. those seeds planted in that anger situation could destroy some of your good seeds. So the first suggestion is, well, I don't know, but you have to be very careful about these anger situations.
Wow, that's a very powerful suggestion. I think it's 2 powerful suggestions. I like to say, supposedly our mind has been going for millions of years, Supposedly, the mind is not the brain. You can destroy the brain, but you cannot actually destroy the mind. The mind cannot be touched. If you put an atomic bomb here and you blow it up, it will destroy the brain, but it won't destroy the mind. So your mind, all of us have enough good seeds to be like more wealthy than Warren Buffett from millions of years, but we just didn't turn on the switch. It's like what Victor said, I like it. We didn't turn on the switch. So what I like to tell people like this, since you are a pediatrician, Claudio, you're already making a lot of good seeds, which is what Juan said. I would say just be more serious about your coffee meditation. I'm a business person. I'm a very busy person. I teach coffee meditation all over the world, but I don't do it much. And I think there's a kind of person who's maybe like a doctor. They're very intelligent and they studied for many years. And I think you know, or went to Princeton University, and then you don't take it so seriously because the coffee meditation seems almost like it's too easy, or it's not very deep, you know. So I would agree with these guys. You have to turn on the switch, and you have to get serious about your coffee meditation every night. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we are doing what we do as a routine. I mean, as robot, we are forgetting the importance of what we are doing. We lost our passion. We forgot to smile, and we forgot even to have fun. So I think,
Yeah.
Claudio, you should try to have fun with the kids, with children, and enjoy your work every day. That will help to turn on the switch.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same time you are gonna spend with these kids, but just making a little switch in your mind with a very high intention of fighting against this pain in the world, I think. And also, another thing is, I don't know if am I right, but pain is equal suffering.
Mhm.
So maybe Claudio could work about ending the suffering of some other people in some other areas. You don't have to think just about physical. Could be suffering about, I don't know if people are right now, are a lot of people starving.
Yeah.
So maybe if you help people end this suffering caused by starvation, maybe that those seeds could could be good for you, that you are in pain.
Yeah, I remember in the monastery when we were debating, and I remember 1 month we debated about the connection between body and mind. And then I thought, well, it's obvious, you know, why we have to debate about that. It's very clear, you know. But there were two famous proofs. This is from Dharmakirti. This is from about 1500 years ago. And he said, what happens in the mind affects the body, and what happens in the body affects the mind. For example, if you drink alcohol, you put something in your body, but it makes your mind stupid, you see. So this is a easy proof that there's a connection between the body and the mind. And then there's a connection between the mind and the body, because if you work in a very big company like El Tiempo in Colombia, a very famous big corporation, there's a lot of pressure there. There's a lot of stress there. And sooner or later, it starts to you feel something in your chest, or you get in your stomach, you get an ulcer, you know, something like that. So therefore, the mind also affects the body. So I think it's interesting for Claudio to think about what you guys said. You don't have to look for just a physical solution to a physical problem. Maybe if you make other people, you take care to make other people more comfortable mentally. Like if you go to a restaurant and the waiter looks nervous, then you try to help them. Then the mental part will change your physical part. So don't just think chemicals, organic or not organic. Don't think like that. Something powerful, mental thing can change your physical condition, I think. So just think about that. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's right. What do you think about that, Victor?
I was thinking in break down the your clinical process with your patients. Um, let's start with set your intention every time you can. Remember, you know, I want to help these kids. Um, this treatment could be the best for him or her. Welcome your patients and make them feel relaxed. uh, Give them or the parents some hope about this will be fixed. He will be better than now. Give them a little massage, a short massage. You know, choose carefully what kind of medicine you will prescribe. Have fun with the kids. Enjoy
Yeah.
your work and coffee meditate. You know, that's the best thing you can do for trigger your good seeds.
Yeah, I think one of the most precious things in the world. Like I've had many doctors in my life. Many of my doctors have died, and nowadays I have a really good doctor because she will talk to me. She will sit down and she will say, "Well, what's new? What are you working on? And what are you doing for fun nowadays?" And it makes me feel so nice. She doesn't just come in and check my cholesterol and say, okay, try to eat less donuts, less, what do you call those things in Spanish?
Churro.
Sure.
Churro. No, eat less churros, Michael. She doesn't just say that. She will actually ask me, how you doing? How's your family? How's your pet? What are you up to? And I think, Claudio, what Victor said, if you just show interest in your patient and just talk to them, it's so nice to have a doctor who will talk to you, even for 4 minutes, 5 minutes, a completely different experience. And then that kind of happiness in the patient's mind, planting that seed will plant a change in your physical body. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And I see doctors nowadays, they see so many patients throughout the day because the system, it's mandatory about like they have to see like 20 or 30 people. So what I would suggest, very practical thing is, if you feel very good about a patient or make that connection you are talking about, write it down on your cell phone or a little book so you can remember that in the night. Otherwise, you forget what you did in the day and you cannot meditate about that. That's a suggestion, and happens a lot.
That's very cool to keep a list. Yeah. Coffee meditation list. Yeah.
Yeah, about the things, and you have to remember all the faces and all these kids feeling very happy about you. That's very important.
Yeah, and Claudio, don't forget you are helping so many people. So that's a big deal. It's not, a minor thing. That's a major thing. You have an amazing job. Don't forget that.
Yeah. I like to talk. I still like to repeat something that I said a few times on the Peachtree Show. Like me and Veronica, so we are bored. We are staying at home. And so we tilled up our backyard. We're going to plant our whole backyard with different kinds of vegetables and things. And let's say we put the tomato seed in the ground, okay? And then, I don't know, 2 weeks later, a peach tree comes up, which we did plant a peach tree recently. Maybe you can even see it, I don't know. So if you plant one kind of seed and something else comes up, no person in the world will say the tomato turned into a peach, Nobody will say that. Nobody accused the tomato, you stupid tomato, you became a peach. You're supposed to be a tomato, Nobody will say that. Everybody will say, oh, there must have been a peach seed here before I planted the tomato. Everybody will say that. Or somebody threw a peach seed here before, and therefore it came up. So I think you can have a lot of trust, Claudio, in the good seeds you are planting as a doctor. And if you're having some pain, it's not coming from what you are doing now. It's an old seed. And the peach tree will go away and the tomato will come. So just do lots of coffee meditation.
Yeah. So, okay, let's time up. Let's wrap it up. One or two ideas about this subject we are talking about. You go first, Victor.
Okay, I will summarize in 3 things. My personal advice is give a short massage to your kids, to your patient. enjoy your work, and coffee meditate a lot. I think that's enough from me.
No, my suggestion is take care about everything you do throughout the day, and be less anger, because those could affect the seeds. And second, make that list because you see a lot of patients, so you have so many things to remember, that you should choose the 5 things that are more strong to make your coffee meditation. That's a very practical thing.
Okay, Claudio, when I go to my doctor, she will listen to me, and then she will take a piece of paper and she will go, and then she look at me again, and she, and she's making my prescription for the pharmacy. Yeah, and then she will show it to me. And so Dr. Mike's prescription is coffee meditation at night, okay, as usual. But because this pain is staying for 6 years, I suggest a double dosage. So coffee meditation in the morning when you eat breakfast, okay? Of course, you have to watch the Peachtree Show, but during the breakfast also. So I suggest double medication, double coffee meditation, once in the breakfast, and then again before you go to sleep. So that's my prescription from Dr. Mike.
Cool.
Good, very good. Okay, so very good. Thank you.
Oh,
so
wait.
you have some announcements. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, one of you guys has to decide who's the music winner this week, okay? Like in 2 minutes. All right, here's my first announcement. So Victor, that's your job, okay? Seed questions at diamondcutterinstitute.com. So we love, oh my gosh, this week we had Latvia, we had Russia, we had Argentina. It's so sexy to get these different questions from around the world. So please send us in your questions, especially if you're from a country we didn't have yet. Secondly, there's this translator class. You're very welcome to come. It's 2 weeks long, 65 translation classes going deep into the ancient wisdom. If you don't get confused, I didn't do my job. Okay. And okay, Victor, this is the music mix. You're gonna send your Spotify music mixes to here. We had 4 or 5 people already. We just started this program, and do you have a playlist which won from all of the judges this week?
Yes, I have my vote for Robbie Wang.
Wow.
Robbie.
For Ruby.
Ruby, yeah, I'm sorry, Ruby.
Oh, wow.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Yeah, I think it's a her. I don't know where she's from, but I did listen to the playlist, and actually one of the songs made me cry. So Ruby Wang, congratulations. And we're gonna put your playlist address up on the Facebook and on the YouTube.
Yeah.
And everybody, please enjoy that music over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. You guys have a question for Monday? I don't know.
No, we don't. We don't yet.
Okay, we'll surprise you on Monday, okay?
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, thank you guys. It's nice to have you on the show. My geniuses from Latin America, thank you.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you, Geshe Michael.
Dr. Geshe Michael.
My prescription doctor. Yeah, bye-bye.
Have a good weekend, everyone. See you, bye.
Thanks for watching today's Peachtree Morning Show. See you next time.